So we look at endurance athletics. A lot of us are internally rotated, our shoulders come in. If we're riding our bicycle or down our aero bars, our shoulders are internally rotated. When we run, our shoulders are internally rotated. Our mid-back gets quite weak, and that supports that whole upper musculature. So if you can just get a pair of stretch cords, possibly a partner to do a couple exercises, you're going to be on your way. I'll show you the big three. This first exercise is called squeezers, and it has 3 different steps to it. I've got Mel anchoring Ben's stretch cord on this end, and you can also use a pole or a fixed object. So the first thing to do to set this up is that you want to crisscross the bands. Don't do them straight. We get a little better muscle innervation if you have them crisscrossed. The first movement is an up and out motion with your palms rotated downwards. And we're going to get approximately to 90 degrees, hands are below shoulder height. The second part of the face is external rotation, where the hands rotate up, and we're approximately at 90 degrees at our shoulders and our elbows. And the third phase is to hold that position and then to drop your elbows down in towards your rib cage. We can also add a second ingredient to this, so we'll do that one over again, Ben. All right, we're going to pull back this time, same motion, and we're going to pulse this for about 6 or 8 pulses. When we pulse it like this, we get higher innervation. Bring it back up to the second step, pulse it again, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop the elbows down. Pulse it again lightly there. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can add a routine to your program by doing anywhere between 6 to 12 repetitions, and on the last 2 or 3 or 4 reps, add the pulsing action as well. The second exercise is a reverse fly or a 90-90, and Mel's going to give us a demonstration. To set this up, we've got the stretch cord anchored with Ben, and we take the stretch cord and crisscross it, and Mel's going to start with her hands roughly about 90 degrees in front of her torso and then go up and out. So Mel, give us a demo here. So we finish the exercise, and if we look, we want about 90 degrees at the armpit and about 90 degrees at the elbow, and that's a pretty good position. The knee should be slightly bent, so that'll take the arch out of your low back. Pretty simple exercise, but it really engages the muscles in the middle of the back and around the lower part of the scapula. And we're going to go up and out again, and this time we can pulse it for 6 to 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back again, and this enhances the muscle innervation as well. The third exercise is a rowing exercise, and it's done in 3 different steps, either with a partner or individually. The advantage of doing the 3 different steps is that you enhance that muscle recruitment. And by enhancing that muscle recruitment, we stimulate some of the muscles along the spine, also around the shoulder blade complex, and particularly the mid-traps, which are right in the middle of the back. We get pretty tight up here on the upper traps, but if we can strengthen those mid-traps, that will help you when you're on your bike, when you're running, and also when you're swimming. It helps your posture. So let's go through the 3 steps. First off, we want to make sure that the partners are facing each other, thumb up position, knees slightly bent, shoulder blades lightly retracted back together. Arms are going to be at 160 degrees on the start phase. So thumbs are up, 90 degrees, and let's go ahead and row up and forward and row up again. And that's the first step. Now the second one, we're going to row up and add a twist to it. So let's go forward and row up and twist. And the third phase is to hold this position and fold right at your navel, keeping your shoulder blades contracted, knees slightly bent, and forward. And just by getting a little bit of flexion in your torso, you will feel the stimulus along your entire spine, and again, those mid-traps will be engaged. Row up and twist, and pulse now. And we can change this by going thumbs up and pulse. And each time you're pulsing, you're contracting the muscles in your back. It's a very simple exercise. It can be done in about 90 seconds, all 3 steps. If you can integrate these 3 exercises into your routine, they'll make a world of difference. Quite often when we think of endurance athletes, we look at the front side. Abdominals look great, quads look fantastic, but we don't think about the back side. And really, if we can strengthen those back muscles, it'll make a world of difference in your performance.